Welcome. I'm Lakita Brooks, LCSW. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Be Your Best Self Life Planning Series. So today we're actually here at the beautiful Cummer Arts Museum. So look at this beautiful exhibit right behind me that's in front of their building. So we're doing things a little differently. So we're always talking about exposure opportunities for our high school students when it relates to their occupation. So with LCN Enterprise, we help students identify what are they good at, what are their interests, all that great stuff, and then we connect them with people in their fields and offer shadowing opportunities and internships. But guess what? So that's what we specifically do at LCN. But for us, it's also on a larger scale. It is so important for kids to get exposure. So today we are going to talk about parent-teen communication. Yay, that's our topic for the Be Your Best Self Life Planning Series, where our mantra is be your best self to have the quality of life that you desire, right? So we're going to talk about that, but also part of building or taking a holistic approach, because by profession I'm a clinical social worker, so taking a holistic approach is developing a well-rounded kid. It is so great for us to have children who excel academically. It's also good for us to have kids who, have different gifts and talents and they're using those, but we want to mesh the two. And in life, a lot of times, depending on your family values, which is very important, and also just the environment that you're brought up in, you might not have those different exposure opportunities that you need to really know. If you're never exposed to it, then how can you know that you need it, or it's even out here in this wonderful world for you to attain? So we took the time today to actually come out here to the Cummer Art Museum, and for those who are balling on a budget, just like me, okay, at the Cummer Art Museum here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Some of you all know us as Duval County. On Tuesdays and on Saturdays, it is free. So it is free to come to the Cummer Art Museum on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So if you can manage to get transportation, or even if you have to catch the bus, bring your kids here so this can be an opportunity for them to be exposed to the arts and to culture, and just so they can see that, wow, there's so much more to life. And let's not forget, they have a drop dead gorgeous garden here. So exposure is key. Bring your kids out. It is free, and there's even a bus stop like really close there. All right, so on to our topic at hand, parent-teen communication. Oh my gosh, so if you have a teen that's like mine, they give like those one-word answers. You're like, how was your day? Great. And then that's kind of the end of the discussion, because you're like, oh wow, everything's going great with them, so nothing else to discuss, right? Wrong. So for Azalea and I, typically, as soon as I see her, no matter if I'm picking her up directly from school, or if I'm picking her up from dance, since I'm like living dance mom life now, or whenever it is, soon as I see her, the first question is, well, how was your day today? And then she's going to probably say good, bad, indifferent, or whatever. And then I'm going to follow up with a question. So what made today good? What were some specific things that happened to make it good? Or what were some specific things that occurred to make it bad or indifferent? So dig a little deeper, because then they can say, well, why they're giving the good or bad. And plus, they're going to know moving forward that they can't just say, oh, I had a great day, boop, boop, done. No, they are going to understand that whatever I say, I'm going to have to back it up, because my parent or guardian is like going to ask a follow-up question. So after that, you can also ask, give me some of the highlights. Like, what's going on? So for me, it really doesn't matter if it's academic, socially, because I have a daughter who's a social butterfly. I wasn't a social butterfly in school, so I really never had any girl drama because I did not talk to anyone. Versus my daughter is the social butterfly. So I want to know, hey, are you still friends with some of your friends, or are y'all not friends at least? So that allows me to know, does she have some other things going on, just because of girl social concerns. Okay. Also, find out, did they bring something home? Did they send something home for me? Because I don't know about your kids, but I know my daughter typically does not bring home the paperwork that they give me. Either A, maybe she lost it, or B, she has it, but she's just not thinking about it. So I know at her school, she goes to a dance school, and I know they have like unofficial, official DESVs. And I kept saying, Azalea, are you sure they haven't sent anything home? Are you sure they haven't sent anything home? Are you sure? Lo and behold, get to open house, and they're like, oh, by the way, your DES unofficial, official fees are like, you could get your discount at the end of before the end of September. So I was like, Azalea, I've been asking. But maybe I wasn't asking the right way. So now I literally say, do you have anything for me? Did they send something home? And then she'll say, oh yeah, they did. And then she'll give it to me. Also, I ask her, hey, what's on the agenda? And basically what's on the agenda means what tasks or what homework or what projects, what do we need to do today? Like, let's focus on what needs to be done today. And as I tell my daughter, what you need to do today is based on your planner. Your planner should guide your daily activities. So if you have something that's due like tomorrow, or something, whatever is the first thing that's due, like that needs to be what's on the agenda, like what needs to get done, right? Like, so let's not worry about stuff that's due 2 weeks from now. Let's focus in on what needs to be done today. And also, is there anything that I can help you with? Was there any challenges as you're asking these different questions? Is it something that I need to do for you? Do I need to get you paper, pens, calculator, tutor? Like, what in the world do I need to do to help you? Because as a parent, it's important to know, like, what do I need to do? Because sometimes either A, maybe they don't want to ask, or B, they're just not even thinking that, oh my God, I need this. And plus, you don't want to be in a situation where you're trying to run to the 24/7 Walmart, and that's if you have a 24/7 Walmart in your neighborhood, at like 1 o'clock in the morning because your kid didn't tell you. So it's all about proactive parenting. So just to sum it up, how was your day today? Depending on what they say, ask a follow-up question. Well, why was it good? Why was it not good? What's on the agenda? What are some of the highlights? Did they send anything home for me? So those are some of the questions that you can ask to have that engaging conversation, and it'll kind of, it forces them to talk more about their day, so at least you know what's going on, good, bad, or even indifferent. And remember, exposure is key. I'm here at the Cummer Art Museum in Jacksonville, Florida, and it is free. On Tuesdays and Saturdays, I will add the link in the descriptions. And then in other cities, check with your particular museum and see if they have days that are free or whatever, because I'm quite sure in all areas they have days that are free. Until next time, I'm Lakita Brooks, LCSW. Be your best self. See you next Sunday, 8 a.m., Facebook Live, LCN Enterprise. And parents, as a final note for you specifically, do it now or do it later. Because guess what? Most of us are not going to kick our kids at the house and then they're going to become homeless. So now is the time to expose them to different opportunities while they're still in our house. And also for us specifically at LCN Enterprise, It's all about cultivating and honing our kids' gifts and talents, identifying those things, recognize what might be some good occupations for them, and then exposing them to them now while they're still in high school. Because we don't want to wait until they get to college and then you're upset because they don't know they need to declare a major, or they're just kind of like hanging out like on your sofa and you're like, oh my god, like I go to work every day and like you're not doing anything. So to prevent that frustration that so many parents are having now, because I'm quite sure for those of you all who have kids, you've heard about millennials and people complaining about their adult kids that don't know what they want to do with their lives, and they all want to be unicorns and all this great stuff. But guess what? You have the time now, while your children are still in your house. You can invest in them and cultivate those talents. And if you decide you don't want to do it, hey, you can always hire LC Enterprise to do it. We're here to assist, and we do have a free guidebook on our website called What Every High School Student Should Know. So it is extremely important to get that free download, because it is tons, a wealth of information, just one-on-one, what high school students should be doing at each step of the way, and what's important in ninth, and then what's important in 12th grade, because it's going to be totally different. So have an awesome week. I'm Lakita Brooks, LCSW. Be your best self.